Hello there everybody, this is Lane, and today I'm going to be showcasing a special item that had been on pre-order for months. I'm not sure if you can still get it or not, but I'll leave a link in the description to the original website in case if you're interested in what this item is in detail. But I'm going to show it off for you. Chuck E. Cheese's Munch's Make Believe Band Bobblehead. It is an officially licensed product. It was approved by CC Entertainment themselves. It's made by the company. If the camera could focus, it is made by the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museum. So you can go to bobbleheadhall.com if you want to buy any bobbleheads from them. And so yeah, so basically, so this is basically a replica of the original Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, and you can tell from the speaker hole, it also plays music. So, give you some other look at the sides. I have pretty basic packaging, but let's unbox this thing. Oh wow, it's so tiny. Alright. I'll start cleaning up. I was not prepared to realize how tiny this thing is. I mean, no wonder why the paint job on this is horrible. I'll get to that. I'll get to that a little later. So here's what the stage looks like. It looks really cool. The character sculpts are kind of a mixed bag. I think Pasquale, Jasper, and Munch look good, but I don't know. Something about Chuck and Helen just, I don't know, just not a fan. Alright, so there's a little bit of the background. It's kind of hard to see though. It was much easier to see on the stock photo. But on here, not so much. I don't know what it is. It's just, the background is just so faint aside from the logo. Speaking of the logo, it's also, you can also find the logos on the very back. Yeah, this is much more easier to see than the stage background, so I don't know what happened there. Then we got the platform. I have 263 of 2024. I don't know if you could still get this or not. But yeah, here's a more detailed look at the characters. So here's Chuck E. Cheese. There's Helen Henny. They forgot the top part of her hair for some reason. And here's Mr. Munch. And here's Jasper T. Jowls. For some reason, his ears are supposed to be black, but they're the same color as his standard fur. And then last but not least, we have Pasquale. Now, unfortunately, the sucky part about it is that a piece of his drumstick that is on his left hand actually got cut off. It actually broke while I was opening it. I'm not sure if this was my fault or I don't know, or if it's just, you know, if it's just how fragile the materials are. I mean, these things are really small. I'll go get a bobblehead and just to show you for comparison. Alright, so on the left is my Willy Wonka bobblehead. It is the tallest bobblehead that I own in my collection. He stands around 9.5 inches. Then my shortest one is the Mario from BDNA. He's around 6 inches. This whole Munch's Make Believe Band stage is about 5 inches tall, with the characters around maybe 3 3/4 inches. Yeah, 3 3/4 inches. And so yeah, so that's just to give you an idea how small the Munch's Make Believe Band bobblehead set is. Alright, so you open this up, that's where the battery compartment is. So here's what the inside looks like. I'm guessing this probably uses like those like cell batteries that you use on like Game & Watch systems. And yeah, there was a tab, I did pull it off. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I'm going to play the music. Because I think as far as I'm concerned, I think they use more modern Chuck E. Cheese songs, and I think those are copyright claimed, or at least they could be easily catched to the copyright system. So I definitely won't be playing the audio in this video. If you want to know what the audio does sound like, I might have an unlisted video at the end of the video, like the end screen. So if you want to know what the audio sounds like, you can click on that video near the end of this one. Alright, this is kind of a mixed bag because I love the idea of this. I love the idea of them making like small replicas of the Chuck E. Cheese animatronics, you know, whether it be like the Cyberamics or whatnot. Because keep in mind, a lot of Chuck E. Cheese locations don't have animatronics anymore. So having a small like replica like stage like this, you know, is a pretty solid way to like, you know, immortalize the iconic Chuck E. Cheese animatronic band. The problem is that this should be a lot bigger. I mean, the paint job is horrible because of how small this is. They really should have made this stage a lot bigger. In fact, the box itself kind of gave off the impression that they're much bigger than they actually are. And because of how small and fragile the material is, you know, like there's some aspects, you know, that are, you know, that can be, you know, breaking off, you know, if not too careful. Like, for example, the drumstick that's supposed to go on Pasquale's left hand. I don't know how that got broken off. I try to be as careful as I can. But, yeah, that just goes up to show you how fragile, you know, the materials are because of how small this thing is. If this was a lot bigger, I probably would be singing a much happier tune. I also think they could have done a much better job with the sculpts of Chucky and Helen. I don't think they they don't look quite as accurate as like the real life Cyberamics do. Pasquale, Jasper, and Munch, you know, look pretty solid, but I don't know, they definitely could have done much better on this. And the background itself is really dark, aside from the Munch's Make Believe Band logo. So it's kind of hard to see on camera, you know, all the background details. So yeah, so overall, would I recommend this? Well, I'm not sure if you could still get this item. Again, I'll leave a link in the description, you know, to check out the original listing for this thing, if you are interested, if it's still for sale. And unless if another company makes another like animatronic stage replica like this, I'd say get this. I mean, if you want something like that, but unless if a different company does something like this but do it better, then I probably wouldn't recommend this. It's kind of a disappointment. I'm really sorry that this video was really negative, but I just have to be truthful and brutally honest sometimes. And sometimes my thoughts are not always positive. But anyways, I hope you really enjoyed this small little video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure to ring the notification bell so you won't miss out on any videos that I produce. I'll see you real soon. Same Chucky time, same Chucky channel.